Hey guys, good morning. Uh, I just want to address a couple things. I know a lot of people don't watch the news. Um, I've tried to pay attention to the impeachment, but anytime the Democrats open their mouths, I can't pay attention to them. It just it incenses me. I have a very very low tolerance for people that insult my intelligence, and it blows my mind that we're doing an impeachment with um, and against a president that has done so much good. Now, many of you, like I said, probably don't know that Hunter Biden, the son of Joe Biden, worked for a company called Burisma, which is um, their CEO was just indicted by the Ukraine for corruption. He made something in the area of like 87,000 a month for doing some sort of consulting. Not only that, one of Pelosi's relatives worked for the same company, and if that's not a coincidence, the son of or stepson of John Kerry, former Secretary of State, worked for them. So I just I wonder how that would play if Donald Trump Jr. worked for some natural gas company in a foreign country while Donald Trump Sr. was president, and how well that would play with the not only the media but the American people. Now, I'm going to play a little game here, and I hope you can humor me. I want you to imagine if everything the Democrats are saying is true, and Donald Trump attempted to strong arm the Ukraine uh, in order to find out about not only about the Bidens and their involvement, because it's a corrupt government. They just had a new president elected. He ran on his ability to deal with corruption. And so, as Donald Trump is congratulating him on the win, Donald Trump talks to him, says, "Hey, we're getting ready to send you $1 billion. I want to know that you're going to honor the commitments not only to your people in regards to fighting corruption, but I want to know what the United States is going to get for their $1 billion." Now, some people would say, "Oh, that's terrible. He shouldn't be involved because Joe Biden is running for president." Well, the Democrats didn't care from the minute that Donald Trump went down the escalator what was ethical and moral behavior. They dove right into the sewer, and they've been after the guy from the minute he came down the escalator with his wife. So that boat won't float, that dog won't hunt, whatever euphemism you prefer, I'm not buying it. The chief executive of this country, Donald J. Trump, his number one job is to represent this country and make deals. If you think that our ambassadors aren't strong arming people in other countries and trying to force American will upon them, democracy, whatever you want to call it, the Romans did it. Every empire has done it. The British did it. We're making your lives better. We're just going to take over. Does it make it right? I don't know. But what I do know is things are not free. I'd like to see our troops pulled back. I'd like to see us get out of the Middle East. We don't need their oil, and Donald Trump has said so and continues to do so. But once again, let's play devil's advocate. I say the president was doing his job. How many people do you know that just hand out $1 billion? Now, what's his name? Bloomberg is prepared to spend $1 billion on the election, whether he is the nominee or not. Think about that. That's not meddling. Come on now. Donald Trump's number one job is to represent the United States of America and all the people therein. And if you think he's going to do a better job by being squishy and nice and all of that stuff, no, that's not his job. Do you think that the Chinese would have cut the deal that Trump just cut? Do you think that Canada and Mexico would have dealt and made a new trade deal with Hillary Rodham Clinton? No. They liked the way things were. Europe likes the way things are, but they have got a big wake up call coming. We're trying to get a new trade deal with them. Do you want a squishy Donald Trump going into that deal? Or do you want somebody with fight in them? My president was the first president to speak at the March for Life and talked about how we are wonderfully made. The scripture is fearfully and wonderfully made by our Creator, that we're endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. How can you have rights if you're denied life? I want you to think about things and really contemplate what this impeachment is about. Because it's not about ethics. It's not about doing what's right and upholding the Constitution, because the Democrats don't have any interest in any of that. Their game, like the enemy of old, is to manipulate you, is to pull on your heartstrings and get you to go just a closer walk with them. No, sir, not me. If you're pro-life, if you love America, doesn't mean that you hate Mexico, or you hate Canada, or you hate the Chinese. You want to have a living wage. You want to have a nice life. You want to see your children grow up in prosperity. That's not hatred. That's common sense. And I trust Trump and Pence to go the extra mile for me, because they already have. I've got better care at the VA. My life is not rosy. I'm back in school. I thank God that I live in the greatest country in the world, that I'm allowed to go back to college and make something of myself at 42 years old. That's all because of this man. God bless Trump and God bless America. Think upon these things. Donald Trump was asking a foreign leader what he's going to get for a $1 billion investment that paid 10% of their budget. That's a heck of a lot of money. And if you're not going to ask somebody what you're getting out of an agreement, I'd say you're not very smart. You're not a very good negotiator. And you sure as heck shouldn't be president. Thank God that you have a chief executive that's actually executing his job. Think about it, please. Say no to impeachment. Vote Trump 2020.